Good morning, guys. It is almost 11 o'clock here on May 8th, and I am just getting ready to do the final little things with the shop, and then we're gonna launch it. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I'm a little bit kind of nauseous a little bit, to be honest with you. I don't know how things are gonna pan out. Hey guys, so it's 1 o'clock. 20 minutes ago, I received an email from PayPal telling me that I couldn't use my PayPal account to receive payments from Store Envy because I was not a business account. And in order for me to have a business account with PayPal, I need to provide government documentation, which I don't have. Yeah. I don't understand why it's happening because Etsy doesn't do that. They didn't ask for government documentation. I just had to put in a little bit of tax information, but they didn't want government documentation that I was a business, because technically I'm just doing this as a hobby. So I don't think the store is happening. I am very disappointed because I spent the entire week working on this, and everything was set up for Store Envy and everything was set up for PayPal. And now 5 days after I did it, I get a message saying that I can't do it. So I'm angry. I'm not just upset, I'm angry. Hey guys, so it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have just splurged over on Etsy, and I have listed just about everything that I have that was over on Store Envy, so all the keychains and all that stuff is over there. The last things that I have to put up are the stickers, so I have to go and edit the pictures for that. Otherwise, everything is there. So my plan for today is I was gonna say my husband, but if you're here for the longest time, you know who my husband is. Jeremy's gone off running some errands, and he has been since, I think, 12:30 or so. I got some sticker paper and everything over there, and I've got the keychains over there in the little cellophane bags. I wanted to put a backing card in them, but it just wasn't working because the bag would kind of crumple a little bit. So I'm going to do is make little headers to staple on the tops of the bags, and then the cats are in their individual cellophane bags. They're not going to be scratched up and smacking up against the other resin pieces and, you know, making them look bad. And I'm going to do the same with all the pendulums that I have. I do have more to go up on Etsy, but I feel that people aren't interested in pendulums, probably because of the price. So I did reduce what I wanted. I reduced them from 25 Canadian down to 15, but the shipping is still not cheap in Canada. If you're buying from outside of Canada, the shipping it's not horrible, it's not great, but it's not horrible either. So it's just the oversized jewelry pieces within Canada, it's a little bit more costly to ship. So that's that. So I'm gonna go and make those headers for the tops of the cats, and maybe I'll do something with the pendulums for now until I can see if there's a bit more interest for them. Like I said, it's resin, it's not going to spoil. If I don't sell them now, I can sell them maybe at local conventions and what have you in the next little while. And they really were just fun things for me to make anyway, so I didn't make them thinking that 50 people were going to buy them. So if they sit around for a bit, oh well. But I'm more interested in selling like the keychains and the buttons and the lapel pins and, you know, the subscription things over on Patreon. Like, that's what I'm more interested in. And I don't think I'm going to make any more bezel necklaces either, but I do have some molds coming that were part of my birthday gift, and I'm going to make some necklaces with those. They're fun little shapes, so I think it'll be more fun than just a little flat bezels. And we'll see how that goes as well. I also have a unicorn mold coming. I don't know roughly how big it is because Jeremy picked it out for me, and it might be small enough for a keychain. It will be a flat piece. It's not like a 3D like those other pieces that I have that I've shown before. But yeah, we'll see where it goes anyway. But I've been chatting here for almost 5 minutes again. I seem to do that a lot lately, but let's go and get some things done. And I have mermaids to finish, and the 6 fan arts challenge is still not done, and I'm still waiting on my slot boxes. They're supposed to be delivered by end of day today. They are not at the post office because Canada Post is just ridiculously slow right now. So I guess things will be shipped out next week when they get here. And yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. If you haven't stopped over to Etsy yet, run over and have a look. I guess you can't run over, but you know, pop over and have a look and see if there's anything there that that you might want to take home with you. Alright, I'll check back in a little bit later. I don't think my little clicker is gonna work. Alright guys, I thought I would throw in a little bit of art here because I know some of you like coming to the channel to see what I'm working on. So this is actually a mermaid or a siren piece, I guess, that I did maybe 3 years ago. I think it might be about 3 years. And I had it posted over on Instagram. And I'm like, this week is not going well, not going how I want it to. Yeah, I'm kind of behind on Mermay. So I do have a couple of mermaid pieces already finished that I'm going to be turning into some artwork to go up on Etsy, and I thought this would be a nice one to add in there. This mermaid series that I'm doing for the month of May will be stickers for Patreon this month. They will all be available on Etsy next month. The Patreons get to get the stickers first. There's also going to be an exclusive as well, an exclusive sticker for the month of May. It may not be mermaid related, but we'll see what happens when I get there. I kind of don't want to have the entire Patreon box full of mermaid stuff, so we'll mix and match that up. And but yeah, I thought I would put this in and show you guys how I work a little bit on Procreate. And if you hear any noise in the background, that is the space heater, and I apologize for that. It's a little bit chilly here in Newfoundland, and the wind is really bad, so kind of need to have a little bit of heat going in the background. But yeah, this I guess this mermaid piece that I did when I was living away, and kind of reminded me of home, being in Newfoundland and you know, not living on the island anymore. So I did a few pieces of, you know, lighthouses are a big thing here, and fishing is a big thing here, being it on the boat and doing stuff like that. So I kind of put all that together with a mermaid because I think mermaids are really neat, or a siren. This one is, I guess, kind of like a siren. There is no tail. Clearly I didn't add in a tail or anything, but I'm assuming that anyone looking at the picture would automatically get siren because of the, you know, the, I guess, reference or relevance to other items that are in the picture as well, including the sailing ship wheel. There is a proper name to that, but I haven't got a clue what it is, so we're gonna go with that. But I really enjoyed doing this piece. It was one of the pieces I did with Copics after I received them. And I've had my Copics now since 2000. 16, I believe it was. But yeah, so I took the picture from Instagram, popped it into Procreate because I really like the colors that I used on it. So I'm trying to get the same colors over there with the new piece that I did when I did it with Copics. So it's not going to look exactly the same, but you know, the colors will be roughly there. I did make a few mistakes along the way with sketching this out, with doing the line work, put the line work on the wrong layers, and then I ended up putting the color on the wrong layers. So, you know, Procreate, even though I've been using it for a year and a half now, it's still a learning curve for me with some things. So, and then if you could tell when I first started working on this piece, you could see that I'm trying to do my line work in colors of which that I would use for that particular portion of the picture. Usually what I would do is go in and draw everything in with black ink first, or you know, line it with black. And then when I figure out what color it is that I want to use, I would go back to the line work layer and kind of go in and redo all the line work, you know, put it on so that you can't color outside the lines kind of thing and change all the colors of the line work. But that's really a big hassle, and I think there has to be a much easier way to do that. So I kind of need to sit down and think about what I'm doing a little bit more before I actually do it, so that I could get the right colored line work going and then I don't have to go back and do that extra step. So I'll have more footage from this piece towards the end of the video. Hopefully it'll be the finished piece and you guys can have a look at a speed paint of how the rest of it turned out. So it is Tuesday, it is May the 12th, and my slot boxes just came in the mail. So this is what I'm going to be sending stuff out in going forward. So I'm just getting ready to pack a few orders here, and we're going to see if everything that I have to send out is going to fit in these boxes. So wish me luck. Alright, so I got everything in the package. Ashley, if you're watching and I haven't spoken with you already, you're going to get 2 packages because the other thing that you ordered will not fit in with the Patreon box. But they are perfect. The box shape is perfect for the prints that I have in there and the other little goodies that comes with Patreon this month. I can't flip it over because her address is on the other side, but you're going to get 2 packages. I'm gonna order some bigger boxes later, but postage was paid for both items, so they will be arriving in 2 separate packages. I know it's a bit inconvenient at the moment, but I'll get it sorted out. And this is for Sasha. And I have to take both of these to the post with me and see this one here, because there is a keychain in there. It's slightly a little thicker than it should be. It does go through the little mail slot here, but it's a tight fit. I don't know if they will allow it or not. So if it can't go in here, I'm going to take an extra envelope and a Sharpie with me just in case I have to redo it. Hopefully they'll allow it, but I'm going to head off to the post office now, and hopefully they take these in the mail. That would be perfect. So I do recommend the slot box if you want to send things letter mail and you don't want it to get broken. Perfect sized. These are the 4.75 by 6. You can get them in 3.5 by 3.5, I think it is, and 7 by 8. That's the largest that they go. And if you're in Canada, you have to put them in these little envelopes in order to ship them in the mail. I'm not sure how they would go, you know, elsewhere in the United States or to other places in the world, but I would assume that you can send them like this to the States as well. But as you can see, this one is a little bit of a tight fit, like right here. But I'll let you know how it works out. I'm going to run back to the post now to get these in the mail because Patreon is a week late, and I apologize for that, but it's not going to happen again because I got the proper packaging this time. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm back from the post office, and so this is what's going on. So I couldn't send the keychains in the boxes the way that I have them packaged, but I was just talking with Jeremy and we kind of come up with a plan to be able to ship them off. But I just wanted to let you know that shipping things with the boxes do work. They're all the same price. Even I sent 2 bubble mailers and one of the slot boxes, which is this size right here, here in Canada. So all these 3 packages were here in Canada, and this is the postage that this is what it costs to send all 3, which is not bad. It's pretty good. My problem is, now that I've been told by the postal worker, is that if I send this box to the States, or if I send it elsewhere in the world, I guess, it's going to go in the mail as a small packet. And the small packet error only for the United States is $7.32. So if someone on Patreon were to order one of these boxes, that is the price that I would have to pay plus tax for shipping. So it's looking at like $9. So on Patreon, I'm going to have to increase the costs for shipping for packages like this. The Sticker Doodle Club and everything will be still, you know, regular price, and that can go in an envelope with card backing so that it doesn't bend. But if there's like a pin or a button of that sort, or if I do send you know, a keychain, like a cat that I'm making to the States, this is the price that, even on Etsy, this is the price that I have to change it to for American postage. So, with that being said, in Canada, it still goes through as letter mail. So if someone were to buy something from, you know, international, it would still have to go as a small packet. And this is the, let's see, right here, $9.03 plus tax would be the cheapest that I could send something in a box like this. It's Canada Post prices are ridiculous. These are great for here in Canada, and I can put a pin and, you know, a button and some stickers and prints in here, and it's fine. It's fine. Going to the States is a different story, so I have to kind of look at what it is that I'm selling and go over that again. Patreon is not going to change a whole lot. It's not going to change at all for anyone in Canada, but there will have to be like a little bit of an increase in the price for shipping to get things like this, because $10 is a lot to eat on a shipping cost. That's, you know, it's a $30 box, and if I have to pay $10 for shipping, then I'm not, it doesn't benefit me as much as I want to say. I don't want to say that, but it has to be beneficial. So I may have to rethink what's going on here, but yeah, that's where it's at the moment. And but like I said, I really like these boxes already. What I'm gonna do, this one here is kind of ratty now. This is gonna be my sample box from now on. I'm actually gonna put 3 boxes together like this, and I'm gonna put them on Etsy with like little I guess things that I'm not selling anymore, and it'll be like a goodie box, and I'll charge a certain amount for it, and it's going to be like a mystery box, and then you'll see what you get when it comes in the mail. I won't show the inside, so keep an eye out for that if you want to check that out. I will make a post on Instagram as well. I'll probably put them up next week or sometime after Friday when everybody's seen this video. So I will have 3 of these mystery boxes up on Etsy at some point in time between or sometime after Friday if you want to go check them out. All right, I'm rambling. I'm a little bit, again, disappointed over the mailing system, but it is what it is, and we just got to figure it out and move forward from there. So I'll check up with you guys a little bit later. All right, guys, here is the like the entire speed paint of the siren piece that I did. I just wanted to let people know that I'm not technically tracing someone else's picture here. This is my illustration that I completed a few years ago, so I just want to put that out there for those that may come here to think that I'm just tracing the artwork. it's not, I am tracing, but it's not like that. I just didn't want to redraw this piece because I kind of like the way that it looked. I did change a few things, but I kind of liked the way that it looked, and I wanted to keep it pretty similar to what I already had done. I made quite a few mistakes towards the end of the speed paint here, and I can kind of kick myself for it, but it is what it is. It was a learning experience, and I'm just going to, I guess, pay more attention to what I'm doing in the future and lock my layers if I'm done with them so I don't accidentally delete it. That was one of the big things that I learned when doing this piece, is that you have to lock your layers, because I had some really nice eyes done, and I ended up deleting a layer last night when I was trying to finish the anchor, and I was upset enough that I didn't even want to finish the piece, but I kicked myself in the ass today, and I said, you know, it's almost done, just finish the damn thing and let's just get through it. And here it is, it's finished. It is what it is. It's just a small sticker, so I'm doing my best not to go into too many details when I'm doing these stickers, but I can't help it. I'm a very I like a lot of detail, and while I'm trying not to do that, I'm not doing a very good job. So I just want to, if you're going over to Patreon to get these stickers, there's going to be a lot of different styles of stickers in the sticker set or the sticker sheet. You may get one that's like really detailed like this, and then I may, well, oh, let's do like a little less of a less detailed piece or a different style. I kind of have a hard time sticking with one particular style of drawing. Like, I may never do another piece like this where it looks exactly like this. It could be more cartoony, it could be more realistic. Like, I'm kind of all over the place, and I'm not going to change that. I had come into this year and I had said at the beginning of the year that I wanted to do more gothic style pieces, and that's completely fine. Like, I can still do that with bigger paintings, but unfortunately I haven't really been interested in sitting down and doing any watercolor paintings lately, and I've kind of been interested in this whole digital art thing, and at least it's something that I can sit on the couch and do, especially with my husband home all the time, because he's still has not been gone back to work yet. So it's kind of hard to want to be sitting in my studio and painting all day when he's here, because I know this is just like a short-lived thing, and he's going to be going back to work hopefully soon if this whole virus thing gets under control. And yeah, so I'm just, you know, trying to spend time with family and everything right now that we can spend time with, and working on illustrations while I'm sitting on the couch at night watching TV shows and movies with the rest of the family. So that's kind of what it's been like here. So maybe when things kind of get back to normal and the winter sets in again, I'll probably do more watercolor pieces. I have been wanting to try out the oils when it's nice enough outside that I can actually open the windows to get some air. I may try some oil pieces, so that's something that you can look forward to as well. We're coming to the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed this digital piece. I know digital speed paints are kind of a thing of the past, speed paints in general, but let me know what you thought of this. And I wanted to apologize for all the shop talk. It's probably not going to go away completely, but I will do my best in the next video to keep that to a very, very minimal topic. And I hope you guys are having a great week. Pop over to Etsy if you haven't been over there. Words, I need words. And thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.